Embarking on a daring exploration through the shadows of the vibrant neon-lit cityscape, Tony's playbook fearlessly plunges into the captivating depths of the gaming world. Transporting viewers from the nostalgic realms of 90s classics to the cutting-edge landscapes of modern releases, this channel boldly unravels the dark and mesmerizing aspects of video games. Prepare to embark on an exhilarating cyberpunk journey through the digital unknown with us, where reviews are shrouded in mystery yet profoundly enlightening. Tony's playbook serves as the ultimate meeting ground where gaming seamlessly merges with darkness, delivering a thrilling and immersive experience for all passionate gamers.
During this video, I will talk to you about a shooter that was part of a great FPS momentum during the 90s decade, and was categorized in a lower grade compared to the big shots like Doom, Duke Nukem 3D, Quake, and 007 GoldenEye. But even though it's lower grade, the game has a solid fan base, and in some places it's considered as part of the top 5 of this franchise. So I'll talk to you about Alien Trilogy, and the focus of this analysis is to explain the pros and cons of this game, and how a known recipe on development can still be a hit even in today's standards.
Alien Trilogy was developed by Proven Entertainment, as they also deliver another classic title, which is Die Hard Trilogy. And by the way, I will work on another review on that game later on. Proven Entertainment released Alien Trilogy on the PlayStation 1 at February of 1996, and during the following months, it was released to Sega Saturn and the PC. During that time, those 4 releases usually covered enhancements or even different enemies or any other aspect that could be deviated from the original version of the game. For this case, Proven Entertainment got a big challenge back then, since moving from the 2D to the 3D spectrum on games was totally a big challenge. And as expected, technical difficulties were presented down the road. The modeling of the characters was done on silicon graphic machines, while the textures were made in Photoshop or Mac computers. The developers had to create a tool to map textures and status attributes into the models. The lighting of the game was rendered directly into the texture map. So the release of the PlayStation version suffered on texture warping, especially in some of these scenes, as you can see. The 20th Century Fox was totally off during the development of this project and didn't have a lot of communication with Proven Entertainment. On the other hand, for the Die Hard Trilogy title, they were totally immersed, since Fox was the publisher of the Die Hard game, while the Alien Trilogy, the publisher license, was under acclaim. The project took around 15 months from the development all up to its release. During the release, the game got a positive reception among critics and the gaming industry in general, but it didn't reach the greatest hits bar, which requires at least 150,000 units sold within the first year in North America, but it reached the bar over time by achieving the 400,000 units during the later years.
So the game plot, as its title refers, may try to cover the Aliens and Alien 3 stories all in one single game, as you control Lieutenant Helen Ripley. The game intro starts during the beginning of Aliens movie, where the Marines are running down in numbers while exploring the colony complex on LB-426. But this doesn't mean the game doesn't follow the scenarios during the first Alien movie, as it covers missions during the Redulek spaceship. In few words, the game consists of 3 sections, one for each movie, and along the way for each section you have to pass 10 missions at each one of them. During the missions there might be several objectives like going and killing all enemies, and in some cases solving some small puzzles. Of course, the enemies will be a substantial part of the success at each mission. You might encounter face huggers, chest busters, water aliens, dock aliens, wayland soldiers, our synthetics, and of course the alien queens, as each alien queen are part of the last mission prior to reaching the next section of the game. The weapons you can find along this path are quite enjoyable, like the pulse rifle, shotgun, flamethrower, and the smart gun. One key feature that maintains the suspense of the game is that you can possess a move sensor which allows to spot the creature movements during the areas you are passing through. This might be very helpful since some enemies are difficult to detect and you may need to destroy boxes that blocks your way in order to blast those enemies. So the game creates a great atmosphere by adding a lot of darkness and enemies hiding around the corner. The intro of the game and the gameplay are quite basic, but obviously it would have been better to have a more explained approach on how to jump from one section to another, especially on the first one. Even though we did see some animations once you pass the first Alien movie section, and it goes to the second one, and the second stage was delivered to be more focused on the Alien 3 rounds. Probably the worst part of the game is the gameplay mechanics, as even though this game feels like a Doom mode, there are things like you cannot fire enemies that are not higher ground that makes the game a little bit more rusty maybe. But even though, if you are a fan of the franchise and you love the first person shooter games, definitely this is a game you should try at least once. So on my channel, I will give this a 7.6 rate, which entitles a game that is not an instant classic, but it surely works as a cult title for the fans. So if you like what you saw, please subscribe, as I will be posting more reviews on retro gaming and also on current releases. Thank you.